Good morning, guys. It's Goose from the Wise Wealth Discord coming back at you with another watch list. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. As you can see, last week we did sell off quite a bit towards the end of the week. A few different reasons for that. Obviously, we were overstretched, as we were seeing a lot of divergences come through. News flow is starting to get bad. People are a little bit on edge about some of the tariffs and bringing inflation back in, stuff to that nature. This week, when it comes to economic data, we really don't have much going on. I would say NVIDIA earnings is probably the biggest catalyst. Unemployment claims will be big. Jimmy's been mentioning about how the DOGE effect, the Department of Government Efficiency, they're cutting a lot of government jobs, so that will tend to bring unemployment up. I don't know if it's going to quite affect this read exactly. I think this might be the January read. So Trump's been in office probably about, I don't know, 30 days now. I think he got in the 28th or something like that of January. So it will start to take effect here soon as they keep cutting jobs. People will continue to put in for unemployment benefits. Core PCE will be a big one on Friday as well. So later in the week, really, because I believe NVIDIA earnings is Wednesday after hours. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be the big catalyst days. We'll see how those plays out. As far as the charts go, you did see that daily on the SPY. I mean, that's a huge bearish engulfing candle. Where did we start to slow up? The 50-day moving average. Usually the bears haven't had much follow through. As you can see, we're up about a 0.5%. So I'm assuming there's going to at least be a retest of this trend line. Trend line that we were battling and finally broke out of. We broke through completely. That's where that bounce was intraday, and then it just continued to bleed out. So we'll keep an eye on the 50 and keep an eye on this trend line. If we do get this retest, I'm assuming that's where sellers start to try and push it down and at least get back down into these areas. Overall, structurally though, we still are holding up pretty well. I mean, despite that huge candle, if we do lose this 50 in the SPY, we could easily fill this gap down below at 584 level. We'll just have to wait and see how NVIDIA earnings do play out because that could be a catalyst to send us higher yet again. And then bears would, have to be pushed out and squeezed. The Q's, same thing, a huge bearish engulfing candle. Came right back into this trend line that we've been watching for a while. Denied, 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 denied. Finally broke above, couldn't hold it. So it's coming right back into retest this area. This is where sellers could be very present. If we do find some sellers at the 530 level, probably the 50-day moving average is the most likely outcome and scenario to watch out for. We start to break below this, we still have a pretty good trend going at the 515 level. We break that, then we could start to think about the 200. Honestly, this was a much needed pullback. Like, I understand that it was scary with how quick it is, but that's kind of where I stand right now. I'm still cautiously bullish moving forward. I'm not like super optimistic that we're just going to blow through all-time highs and everything's great and dandy. Like Jimmy was kind of mentioning, is the DOGE effect is real. Those unemployment claims and job numbers are going to start to take effect. I do think inflation will continue to come down because government spend is a huge part of that. So we'll just have to wait and see how the market takes it. We're obviously due for a pretty big, pullback at least. This was a decent one, broke above. So we'll see once we get into these 515 areas, 523, see how the market reacts. Right now, we're definitely got sold off quite a bit. If you look in like the 1 hour and stuff, the RSI got to that point of oversold. That's usually where you're going to start to see dip buyers trying to at least get something going. We'll see how far they go, but 530 on the Qs is kind of the level I'm looking for to see if sellers step up. If they get through this, then we could start to move up to the 533, 534 level. Down below, break below 520, 550, and then we're easily going to see the 50-day moving average at 523.50. Nice $2 move. That would be nice for a little option play. We'll see how it plays out. But oversold levels, obviously, you're going to find buyers that want that dip, and we'll see how it plays out intraday. Not much news today. I think most of the market's probably going to chop or go sideways. Maybe some dip buying going on until some of those bigger data comes out and NVIDIA earnings. IWM came right into the 200-day moving average, got absolutely smoked. That's why you play the 50-day moving average. I was calling it out, like if it gets above and holds above, it looks good. Just got to get above 230. Couldn't do it. But you see in pre-market to the penny on Friday, it touched the 50-day moving average. Huge sell order came in. Sell, sell, sell. Continue to keep going. Couldn't hold this major trend line throughout the day. Not even a glimpse of hope. And that was a pretty big flag that it broke. And if you look into the daily, it's really starting to look like it's starting to bleed and it's going for another leg lower. When you see these big candles, it's a pretty scary thing. But when the FOMC did happen, we had that big candle and it never really seen another low for multiple days, even weeks. I think this is about 2 weeks of time where we finally saw that break below. And